from Facebook. It's about 30 some gigs, so it's going to be a while. But I just found some old ones from when I got in here. I'm still waiting on the whole transition of losing my check and not having anything for income at all. Um, I started cooking. So that's what I did since I was like 12 years old. So I started baked goods. And through that course of doing that, I really did have a pretty good run. I was probably doing about 40 some dollars every day for probably like 3 to 4 hours worth of work, if that. I used to set up down in the entryway of our building. There's over 200 people at our building. So quite a bit for the people in the building. A little bit more on like the staff that would come in, like all the oh, what do they call that? In care facility workers or whatever. They'd come in and they'd buy like $20 worth of stuff. There's Tappy in there too. So I had permission from the building's manager. Plus, I had my Wisconsin seller's permit, anyways. So that went on for quite some time. And then we got a new manager. And it went on for a little bit more. And then we got the first stimulus check. And I spent everything on baked goods, you name it, on everything. So the manager that gave me permission, she leaves. This other one that just didn't like me from the get-go, she tells me that I can't do it anymore, and if I keep doing it, I'm going to get evicted. Just dropped $600. She kept on telling me I could keep doing it or whatever for the first couple of weeks or whatever, and then a letter on my door saying I owed. I'd have to check. It's inside my computer. What, $23,000 or something like that? See, under, what is it, privacy law, your landlord's not allowed to just knock on your door. It's got to be for an emergency or whatever. So they have to give you a 24-hour notice of entry. She did it deliberately. So she puts the thing in my door or on my door to get me to go down there. So I go down there and I have to double check that. I got video recordings of her too, but yeah, she was very uh, snarky and crafty. Forgot how the letter thing went. Well, anyways, it got up to the point where one Saturday I get a knock on the door, and here it's people dropping off papers for an eviction. Yeah, yeah. So, if you've seen some of my other videos, I usually double check my shit and I do my due diligence, which I already did with doing this little business thing. And underneath Social Security or HUD, you can use up to 30% of your living space for a business. It should be more. You want to help people get the system, give them more opportunity. So We get the letter. I go, like, my head just clicks and I just start writing. I think I did something like 3 or 4 pages. Oh yeah, it's on my Google. So I 3 or 4 pages, I don't know. I was having thoughts of, well, like give her this in the slot. She could just throw it in the trash can. I never got anything from Brian. So I laid it all out. I filmed it. I filmed it going inside the slot, and then it was Monday. Yeah, because it was a Saturday. I got it. So then Monday turns around, and I go down there real early, right when they open. Knock on the door, and I was like, "So, can I stay?" And she's like, "Yes, yes." There's more to it. So in the audio recording, you'll hear about it, but it'll be in the book though. But this is just one of the things I had to do for money. They nicknamed me the wine guy here in Green Bay. So as we're no check, and we were under the impression that we had one more check coming, and that's when all hell broke loose. Like, we were fine, we were recovering, went through a lot of horrible shit, and all of a sudden you just get flooded with what is it? Not fear, like kind of like anxiety. Well, anyways, I find out no check. Holy fuck. No check was deposited in the bank. But we have overdraft protection. Oh shit. So I already went to the bank, took out the money for rent. That's the first thing I always do. Fucking hit that fucking rent. I take that out, get the money order, pay for that, and then I'm looking, oh shit. The check wasn't ever deposited. So I got a whole bunch of overdrafts. I'm fucking freaking. What the fuck? I'm thinking, I got another check coming next month. So that's in there. That's already paid. And it's still paid. And I still never got it back. That month, I had no income. It should have been reduced rent, what I'm paying now. And I paid the full amount, $300. Money, poof, gone. Still sticking. Fuck, am I blessed? Because, man, if I'd be at a homeless shelter in this much pain, I would fucking lose it. So I can't really pinpoint when I seen it, but when I seen it, I was like, holy shit. So the homeless were using a loophole in the system to take care of their illness of alcoholism. They were buying rice wine. And when I seen the sodium content, I was like, oh my God, you guys are gonna fuck yourselves up. In my younger years, I remember making wine. So I was like, well, shit, I can make you guys wine. And then you guys don't have to detox, you don't have to spend your cash on it. I'm like, Jesus made wine. I can kind of see. So that's what I started doing. Can't remember if I always used it, but I was always pushing for it. Distilled water, clean, as clean as you can get for alcohol. Hundreds of gallons. Hundreds. I made my alcohol pretty, I don't know, pretty safeguarded, I guess. I don't know. So as we were making it traditional way, and I started going a little more towards like maybe I can make this as a really healthy choice that, oh, you better not drink too much. I bought some pharmacy, pharmacal grade vitamin C. We're watching documentaries and doctor on high amounts of vitamin C. And I recalled something like high amounts of vitamin C. You can get diarrhea. And the high amounts of vitamin C that I seen, it was curing out all types of stuff, according to this one doctor. And I was thinking, that sounds like a really good idea. Yeah, it all happened by accident the first time. And then I kind of remember about the vitamin C. This lady came to me because I was making wine and dropping it off at the parks and a couple other places. And I remember she bringing me a bunch of bottles of like all healthy, natural things in the bottles. And it was just all like high amounts of vitamin B12, vitamin C, a bunch of other things, right? So, I mean, this stuff is thick. It's not like grape juice. It's not as thick as naked juice, but anyways. I was like, yeah, I can make this in the wine, no problem. So I did, gave it to her, and then a couple days later, she's like, I got the shits from it. I was like, well, it definitely has a lot of vitamin C in it. I'm like, that's probably what it is. So Brian, why did you make all that wine? Ah, for shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. I don't like that. How about a poop and a chuckle? Oh, I got a kick out of that guy. That was pretty funny. So yeah, a whole lot of chocolate covered potato chips. It sells like hotcakes. Real easy to make too. Probably not the greatest thing when you look at genetically modified everything. Between the oils and the potato and the chocolate bark, whatever else. Yeah, it's probably not the greatest thing in the world. Lots and lots of brownies, and a whole lot of the most easiest thing to make. Still, now we're going back to the wheat, probably not the greatest thing. Rice Krispie treats. Oh my God, tons. The stuff I wanted to make, it's too expensive, and the people in the building wouldn't be able to afford it, and I wouldn't be able to afford giving it out for free with very little income. This stuff, I was giving out quite a bit of it for free, too, on top of it. So, also got to chicken burritos. So I was making these chicken burritos, and my buddy was a little low on food, and I gave him one, and he came back like a couple days later, and he's like, "That was really good. You should fucking sell them." I was like, "Oh, I never even thought of that." I'm like, "Oh yeah," but you do that legally. But I was giving them out, so. And then I timed because I just started eating them because of my tumor in my abdomen. I was having problems with other kinds of food. No teeth. Well, I had bottom teeth, but not many. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna live on chicken burritos for a while. The cheapest thing on the menu, so that's what I did. You can get a rotisserie chicken from Walmart when it comes to the best date. You get it for like $2.10 for a whole chicken. So, chicken. I'm pretty sure when I map myself out for it, it's a little bit over 100 burritos. I want to say I hit 150. I think it was about 150 burritos in 12 hours. With that 12 hours, though, there's 2 hours worth of travel time for the bus because I had to make 2 trips. But I just wanted to see if I could do it. I was kind of trying to figure out a way if I could make them and sell them on my GoFundMe, but according to Grok, I'd only be able to do it in Wisconsin if I use a commercial kitchen. Or if I use a commercial kitchen, I can sell them in restaurants or sell them in gas stations, supermarkets, whatever, if I get the commercial one. I'd have to get an international commerce or whatever, something really messed up. It's like $300. Cigarettes too. Oh, did we roll lots and lots of cigarettes? That was rehabilitation for my arm and nerve damage. As we were getting poked and stuff for them looking to see what's wrong with me, it's still, yeah, it was not fun. The tappy, that was another idea for a little bit of physical therapy. Uh, some days it became too much. I just wanted to see what I could do. This became a little bit too much. The burritos are way easier. I can sit in one spot, make up my mix. A little bit easier. But I'd have to make more, I'd have to get a mixer. Because man, this would be all inflamed. I thought it would get better over time, but it's to the point where if it gets overused, yeah, it's going to be a couple days. So underneath the Cottage Grove for Wisconsin, can't remember what else it's called. That's the traditional name. There's another name for it too. If I do a bake sale in Green Bay, I don't need any license. As long as I sell directly to the customer. I don't know how many people will see this in Green Bay, but I could do that. It'd be super expensive though. I'll say that right now, just so I could sleep better at night. I would have to use Italian flour or Kerrygold butter, coconut oil. Organic honey, Manuka honey. Hemp parts. Yeah, I would substitute the milk for hemp hearts. You don't have to worry about being what is it? A peanut allergy? It's not the same thing. Organic eggs. I'm trying to think else for a cake. Yeah, it'd probably be up there. I haven't priced out organic flour, but even with that, I know that grain isn't the greatest thing for us to eat, and I know that I probably can't get past on gummies for the food for the Cottage Grove bill. So I make a really good gummy out of beef gelatin, naked juice, organic honey, distilled water, and can't remember if it was Armor or whatever. I was using one of the powder mix for vitamins and stuff. I'd probably go with Liquid IV, but I have to do a little bit more research and see what kind of genetically modified stuff is in there or not. I believe it does say GMO free on it. Yeah, it's a non-GMO project, but I'd still have to look it up though. But yeah. So now you got a gummy. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing too. Beef gelatin, and then I would add in collagen. Gelatin Showdown if you get bored, but like that Canucks gelatin, a lot of that stuff has heavy metals in it, and that's just not really good when you're in an electrical environment. Even though maybe your body may need it, but yeah, it's a double-edged sword. You need it, but putting a cell phone up to your head with a bunch of heavy metals in your body, probably not a good idea. You ever put oil in the microwave? Yeah, don't do that. Well, I got more videos to download and go through, but yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, yeah, I remember doing that. And I got other ones too where I started doing microgreens.
120 sunflower plants for sale, east side Green Bay.
That's a lot of sunflower seeds.